विषय नाही.
Good morning, everyone. Last lecture we will discuss about unit number 1, professional practice, means respective roles of various stakeholders. Okay. Today's unit 2, professional ethics. आपल्याला बघायचं ethics म्हणजे काय. First, professional ethics मध्ये काय बघायचं आपल्याला, definition of ethics, professional ethics, business ethics, corporate ethics, personal ethics आणि engineering ethics. वेगवेगळे डिफरंट टाइप इथिक्स आहेत, त्यामध्ये आपण इंडिव्हिज्युअल पाहूयात. ओके, कोड्स काय आहेत इथिक्सचे ते पण बघूयात. प्रोफेशनलिझम, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज काय असतील इथिक्सचे. ओके, सेकंड युनिट स्टार्ट करतोय आपण. युनिट नंबर 2, प्रोफेशनल इथिक्स. ओके, फर्स्ट युनिट मध्ये त्याचे 60 क्वेश्चन्स मी परवा 1 आवर मध्ये सॉल्व्ह करायला सांगितलं होतं सगळ्यांना. जे कोणी सॉल्व्ह केलं नसेल तर ते सॉल्व्ह करा सगळ्यांनी. ओके, फर्स्ट युनिट मधले MCQ चे टाकलेले. आपल्या सब्जेक्टला ओनली थेरी आहे, नो प्रॅक्टिकल, नो ओरल. व्हॉट इज इथिक्स सगळ्यांना माहित आहे. इथिक्स म्हणजे काय, इझी सब्जेक्ट आहे आपला, पूर्ण डिस्कशनचा पार्ट आहे आपल्याकडे. ओके, व्हॉट इज इथिक्स ऐकलं असेल. इथिक्स, मॉरॅलिटी. प्रोफेशनल इथिक्स म्हणजे काय, व्हॅल्यूज म्हणजे काय. Ethics is deal with knowledge of moral principles. Okay. Introduction. Ethics is the rational reflection of what is right, what is wrong, what is just, what is unjust, what is good, and what is bad in terms of human behavior. Okay. Ethics is a word that refer to morals, values, and beliefs of the individuals, family, or the society. Okay, some ethic principles are truthfulness, okay, honesty, loyalty, respect, fairness, and integrity. Okay, ethics is the normally the word has several meaning. Basically, it is the activity, is the process of inquiry, and second, it is different from the non-moral problems when dealing with issues and controversies. Thirdly, ethics refer to the particular set of beliefs, means attitudes, habits of individuals or family or groups concerned with morals. Fourth, it is used to meaning morally correct. Okay. The study on ethics helps to know the people, beliefs, values, and morals, learn to good and bads of them, and practices them to maximum their being happiness, being and happiness. It involves the inquiry on the existing situation, okay, from judgment and resolve the issues. In addition to ethics, tell us how to live, to respond to issue through the duties, rights, and responsibilities and obligations. Means in religions, similar principles are included, but the reasoning on the procedure is limited. Okay, means ethics principle means practices of religions have varied from time to time, means from history, means religion, geography, climate condition, religion, society, language, caste, and creed. But ethics has grown to large extent behind the barriers list. Means ethics is focused to study and apply the principal practices and universally. Okay. What is definition exact ethics definition काय आहे? Deal means belief about what is morally correct or acceptance, means the study of what is right and wrong in human behavior. Okay. Origin of ethics. The word ethics is derived from Latin word ethicus and the Greek word ethos, ethikos. Ethics are an arrangement of decent principles. Only definition आहे आपला. पुढे आपला पाठ पाहतो प्रोफेशनल इथिक्स, बिझनेस काय असतो, पर्सनल कॉर्पोरेट मध्ये काय असते आणि इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये डिफरंट टाइप्स आहेत इथिक्सचे. ओके. Ethics are arrangement of decent principles and branch of attitude which define what is good for individual and society. There are many well-known figures in the history of ethics, means Greek philosophy, Plato, and modern Aristotle. Means influence includes such people as Kant, Germany, and Johann, and still those, and Altras, Merkley, Johannes. Now, with figures history ethics. Meaning of ethics. Ethics refer to evaluation of moral values, principles, and standards of human conduct, and its application in daily life to determine acceptable human behavior. Okay. कुठलं बरोबर आहे कुठलं बरोबर आणि चूक हे ethics आपल्याला सांगू शकतो. Right and wrong. Evaluation of ethics. The evaluation of ethics construct a conceptual bridge between biology and human behavior. In theory, cybernetic process is the heart of developing ethics system. Okay. Ethics merge with science in celebrating ethics. This present precise theory means describing how ethics can link to science and mathematical, means evaluatory ethics belong to the branch of evaluatory. In science, not philosophy, means evaluatory ethics has no logical connect to the formal ethics of philosophy. Okay, this is the model of the ethics. Facets and walk their walk means awareness साठी आहे. Our is a plus and negative is the opportuneness. Means second is walk their talk and salt of the earth and opportunities. Okay, practices is model. Facets म्हणजे facades म्हणजे काय? मीनिंग माहिती आहे कोणाला? कोणी सांगू शकते? त्याचं दुसरं आउटसाइड किंवा आउटर पण म्हणू शकतोय. फसाइड मीनिंग काय बघा. Facades is an external side of the building, means word comes from French language. Okay, the front wall of a large building that you see from the outer side, means outer side किंवा outside म्हणू शकतो आपण. Okay, means any walk there, talk and there consider the consumer ethics intention to the mindset consumer relate the purchase. Okay, third is opportunities. Third part is opportunities, and the people who see the chance to gain some advantages from situation, often at the expense of ethics or moral. Fourth is the salt of the earth. In salt of earth is the most worthy of people in very good or worth person. Okay. Next, types of ethics. First is the meta ethics. Second is normative ethics. Third is the applied ethics आणि fourth is the descriptive ethics. तुम्हाला माहित असायला पाहिजे इथिक्सचे कुठले कुठले आहेत. मेटा ethics, normative ethics, applied ethics and descriptive ethics. First is the meta ethics. Meta ethics is the branch of ethics that seeks to understand the nature of ethics, okay, properties and statement, attitude and judgment. Okay, meta ethics question is abstract and related to wide range of more specific practical questions. Second is the normative ethics. Normative ethics is the study of ethics action. Means normative ethics is distinct from meta ethics and respective ethics. Okay. Third is the applied ethics. Applied ethics is the most practical of the three division of the philosophy of ethics. Means applied ethics is the actual application of ethics, their ethics theory for purpose of choosing in ethical action in given issues. Last is the descriptive ethics. Descriptive ethics is the study of people believe about morality. Okay. Then code of ethics. Code of ethics refer to the written set of guidelines issued by the organization to its worker and management to the help them and conduct their action in accordance with the primary values and ethical standards. Then condition of making values effective. There are 6 conditions of effective code of ethics. First is there should be valid motivation for introduction of ethics and board acceptance within the company, and continuous feedback is important. Means verification and control new guidelines should drawn up rules to inadequate in any way. Means effective making codes for condition of the ethics and integrity in board, company, and philosophy. Then last sanction and control. Okay. मेन पार्ट फॉर व्हॉट इज इथिक्स. इथिक्स मध्ये व्हॅल्यूज आहेत, मॉरॅलिटी म्हणजे काय पण बघूयात. फक्त डेफिनेशन आणि टाइप्स काय आहेत ते बघून घ्या आणि लिहून घ्या. सॉरी, meaning of ethics. Ethics is the branch of knowledge deals with moral principle. Okay. Ethics refer to the violation of moral values, principles, standards of human conducted. Okay. ते आहे इंट्रोडक्शन मध्ये. हे पण लिहून घ्या काय येते त्यामध्ये. इथिकलचे प्रिन्सिपल काय काय ते पण बघून घ्या. रिस्पेक्ट काय असतो, फेअरनेस, इंटिग्रिटी, लॉयलिटी, हॉनेस्टी, ट्रूथफुलनेस पण बघणार आहेत एक एक. ओके. राईट डाऊन डेफिनेशन ऑफ इथिक्स and ethical principles. Means professional ethics and human values. Main ethical problems mean to understand the moral values that outcut to guide the engineering profession. Means resolve the moral issues in profession. Okay. Means justify the moral judgment concern the professional. Okay. Means any intended to develop a set of belief, means attitude and habits the engineer should display concerning morality. Okay. What is moral and values? Moral म्हणजे काय आणि व्हॅल्यूज म्हणजे काय? इथिकल नैतिक आपण बघतोय. मॉरलचं मिनिंग काय, काय डिफरन्स आहे मॉरॅलिटी अँड इथिक्स मध्ये? Ethics is the rational reflection on what is right and wrong, what is just, what is unjust, what is good, what is bad in terms of human behavior. And some ethical principles: truthfulness, honesty, loyalty, respect, fairness, and integrity. Okay. Second definition, meaning of ethics. Ethics refer to the evaluation of moral values, principles, and standards of human conduct, and it is application in daily life to determine acceptable human behavior. Okay. There are 3 types of ethics or morality. Next slide. Difficulties in implement code of ethics. The main difficulty with code of ethics is that they do not establish priority between norms and belief. And there are 3 main areas that can create obstacles put codes into the practice. I mean, first is the culture, second is design, third is the enforcement. Okay. Then a code of conduct ethics for professional groups, code for the medical council of India. Okay. General principle duties towards patients due to profession, and doctor to doctor relationship. Executive public should be educated for correct and ethical use of drugs. Okay. कोड्स आहेत, हे काही एवढं डिटेल मध्ये नाही, त्या पीपीटी मध्ये मी टाकून टाकले. इथिक्स फॉर कॅरेक्टर accountants in character accounts act. Some of the misconduct is if he always any person to practice has a CA. Okay. Character accountants is he not one. It is a advertise or a socialistic work. and if he accept a position held by another CA without communicating with him, and if disclose confidential information about his client, means he certified the statement without adequate security. The engineer's code, okay, हे आपल्याला आहे हे आहे पुढचं पार्ट पण आपल्याला पूर्ण पीपीटी मध्ये engineers code in National Society of Professional Ethics describe their code and do not work with the organization which are having questionable character, means avoid engineer unsafe ventures, means maintain confidentially. Code of the Advertisement Council of India, हे सगळ्याचे कोड्स आहेत, त्याचे लोगो आहेत. Moral and religion sentiment should not be offended, means advertisement should not directly and advertise compare product with those of the competitors, means rhetoric like offering to the refund money of if product is not good should be avoidable. Ethical issues, business, 5 types of ethical: professional, business ethics, corporate ethics, engineering ethics, and last is the personal ethics. Business first ethics issues. First is business managers face ethical issues that vary based on the market and geographic region. Business have the responsibility to develop codes of conduct and ethics that every member of the organization must abandon by the put into the action. First is the fundamental issues and the diversity issues. Third is decision making issues and compliances and governance issues. Okay, managing first is the managing issues. Managing issues is the ethics should be handled and managed properly. Second is many companies are management techniques to encourage ethical behavior at an organizational level. Means various techniques of managing ethics like practicing ethics at top level and top level management and the special training on ethics, forming committee to the oversee means ethical issues and defining the implement code of the ethics. The following are the some codes of ethics. First is top management, second is code of ethics, third is the ethic committee, fourth is ethical hotline, and fifth is the ethical training program, and sixth is the ethics and laws. Okay, first is the national difference in ethics. National difference in ethics means difference between two states or two places of one country. In that culture, attitudes, religions, belief, education, nature of government, okay, competitive environment and work environment. Next, international difference in ethics. हे डीप मध्ये आहे. ओनली आपल्याला त्याचं काय मीनिंग आहे ते त्या कशाला ते इम्पॉर्टन्स आहे तेवढंच बघतोय आपण. ओके. Third is the international difference in ethics. Means international difference in ethics means difference between two different countries' values, belief and culture. Means work environment of any country is also affected business while they are in multinational companies and such as Reliance, Walmart, Amazon, Apple, Tata, etc. Many companies form well-designed codes of conduct to help their employees. Ethical relativism. According to the school of ethical relativism, first different societies, cultures, and countries. Okay, different societies, culture, and country put more or less emphasis on some values that others, means have different standards of right and wrong, different social modes and behavior norms. Okay, what is ethical and unethical? Ethical and unethical must be judged in light of local customers and social mores and can vary from one country to another country. Okay. Next, ethical relativism. Ethical relativism is the belief that that there are no universal standards for what is right, what is wrong. Something that may be considered right in one society and could be considered wrong in another. This picture तुम्हाला दिसते हा photo मध्ये तुम्हाला. Then ethical universalism. According to the school of ethical universalism, some standards of what is ethical and what is unethical resonate with peoples of most societies regardless of local traditional and cultural norms. Thus, common ethical standards can be used to judge conduct of person at companies operating in variety of country, market, and cultural circularism. Then examples of universal ethics and principles and norms means honesty, truthness, treating people with dignity and respecting right of others, avoiding unnecessary harms to workers, users of company, product or service. ओके फर्स्ट आपण दुसऱ्यांना रिस्पेक्ट करायला पाहिजे. ओके आपल्यात आहे म्हणजे आपल्या ह्याच्यात कसं वागायला हॉनेस्टी असायला पाहिजे. ओके रिस्पेक्ट फॉर अदर्स मीन्स बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ नेचरिंग फ्रेंडशिप or teamwork and other or and for synergy means it promote and sustain the principle of respect for others. Okay means respect other ideas mean decision words and labor action means one need not accept or approve award them but shall listen to them first and one can correct or warn if they commit means commit mistakes. Some people may wait and watch as one if one falls and claiming that they know others mistakes before know that they won't fall means appreciate colleagues and subordinate or other positive other their positive actions. Okay means show goodwill on other means allow others and grow. Basically the goodwill reflected of the organizer means multiples itself on everybody. Okay this will facilitate focus on the strength to achieve the goals. Ethical convergence. Convergence is defined as the practice of uniform system of ethical codes is different countries that are culturally and societally different means ethical codes and countries that are culturally socially different. Reason for ethical convergence. The growth of international trade and trading blocks means increased pressure to the immediate business practice. Varied ethical convergence is a cultural background and employs required common standards and increasing number of business watchdogs. Ethical behavior. First is ethical behavior. First, value system, locus of control, mechanism, and cognitive moral development. What is value? Values म्हणजे काय? Human are unique ability to define their identify, choose their values and establish their belief. Okay, means values principle that promote well-being or prevent harms. Any person value in person value is emotion belief in principle regarding as particular favorable or important for the individual. Our values associate emotion means to our experience and guide our choice decision and action. Okay first values many people have gone to great length to determination validity of their belief mean including war and sacrificing their own life means conversely people are not motivated to support or validate the belief of another when those beliefs are contrary to their own means people will act congruent means with their person values or what they deem to importance. Okay ethical philosophies पण बघणार आहे ते categorical imperative utilitarianism hedonism golden mean golden rules and value of ignorance. Okay then advantages of ethics. First is significant improvement to the society, cultural strong teamwork and productivity. Third, support employee growth and insurance policy, avoid penal action, help in quality management, strategy planning, diversity management. Okay. Then ethics in particular field of application, bioethical, geoethical, business ethical, relation ethical, machine ethical and military ethics, sorry, political ethics. Okay. Then Bioethics. Bioethics is the study of controversial ethics about by advance in biology and medicine. Means bioethics are concerned with the ethic questions that arise in the relationship among life and science, biology, biotechnology, medical, political, law, and philosophy. Geoethics. Secondly, geoethics is the genetics is an interdisciplinary field between the geoscience and ethics, which involves earth and planetary science as well as applied ethics. It deals with the way of human things and acting in relation to the significance of earth as a system, as a model. Okay. Third is the business ethics. Business ethics is the form of applied ethics or professional ethics that examines ethical principles that moral or ethics problems that arise in business environment, and it applied to all aspects of business means conduct, and it's relevant to the conduct of the individual and entire organizations. Fourth is the relational ethics. Relational ethics means are related to the ethics of care. Researchers who employ relational ethics values and respect to connect between themselves and the people they study, and between researchers and the communities in which they live and work. Then machine ethics. Machine ethics will likely drive advancement in understanding of human ethics by forcing us to address gaps in modern normative theory and by providing platform for experimental investigation. Third is military ethics. Last, military ethics are intended to guide members of the armed force to manner constant with the requirement of combined and military organization. Then political ethics is the practice of making moral judgment about political action and political agents. Then public sector ethics is the set of principles means that guide public official in their service to their including their decision making on behalf of their constituent. Then ethical theories, be right and wrong. Okay. Then introduction, based on the individual ethics, ideology, ethical means theory allowed person to find the answer to an issue to make morally right decision or justify this decision. Okay, means decision ethical theory challenge what we think is right and wrong. People usually base their individual choice of ethical theory. Okay, means upon their life experience. Okay, morality, moralize are mean the welfare principle means encouraged by the wise people means based on their experience and wisdom. Means they were edited changes or modified or evaluate to suit their geography of the region means rules and in accordance with the development of knowledge in science and technology with the time. Means morality is the concern with the principle and practices of moral means such as caught means not done in given situation, and right what is right and what is wrong in wrong about the handling of situation, and what is the good and bad about the people, policies, and ideas involved. Different moral general perspective based on a customer and traditional means more concerned with the results of wrong action and done, and trust is the judgment and punishment in the name of good or bad laws. Mean in case of conflict between two morality is given top priority means because the damage is more and it is more common to basic means example for corruption and crime, character flaws. This is the main of moral type means, and against morals and ethics laws norms formally approved by the state power or national or international politics bodies means breaking the norms is for a crime and invite the specific punishment. Types of ethic theories: first, economism, the self and its needs, and utilitarianism, overall pleasure and pain for all concerned. Deontology means duty, and fourth is the care ethics means relationship, valuability, and empathy. Next, equalism, the self and its need. first is normative theories, means it should behavior, and two types of theology, means detonation and teleological, and last is ethicalism. First is the should behavior is outcomes of the decision and intention of the decision. Then teleology is the outcome of the decision is the ethical ecologism. Then ecologism, the self and its needs, means based on a personal interest. Okay, then psychological ecology decision how people actually behave, means normative ecologism decision how people should behave. How according to ethical ecologism it is okay or acceptable to make decision or choice and action that benefit one oneself, means it agrees about we have no duty expect to what is the. Then this is the example of the equalism. Okay, ethical dilemma. Okay, types of equalism, to this psychological and ethical equalism. Okay, psychological, we do act in our own self interest, and ethicalism, we should act in our own self interest. Okay, third is the minimalistic equalism. There is not normal to claim and usually not descriptive claim. Then utilitarianism, overall pleasure and pain for all concerned. Okay, एवढं काही डिटेल नाही तरी पण आपण एकदा बघूया. The morality of depend solely on some relation specific by the theory that is has to maximize total average utility, means net values of life, means the sum of all pleasures, means hedonic utilitarianism, pluralistic utilitarianism, preference utilitarianism. Duty, denorality means duty. Denorality is terms come from Greek word deno, means meaning duty. We are morally obliged to act in accordance with the certain set of principles, rules, and regardless of outcomes. Means we are obligated to take a course of action that achieve the most positive outcome of consequence. Okay. Then last, terminology, moral agent, maxim, and will, care, ethics, relationship, vulnerability, and empathy, means normative ethics theory, what make action right or wrong. Basic belief of this theory, all individuals are independent for achieving their own interests. Those particularly vulnerable to our choice and their outcomes deserve extra consideration to be measured. Means according to level of their vulnerability, one's choice, that level of their affectedness by one choice, no one else, means it is necessary to attend to contextual details of the situation in order to safeguard, means promote the actual specific interest is the those involved. Okay, ethical element, last is ethical element of care, atten- attentiveness, responsibility, competency, and responsiveness. Okay, virtual ethics is characters, means an approach to ethics, emphasis, and character of the moral agent rather than rules or consequence as the key of element of the ethical thinking. Okay. What is meaning of ethics? त्यामध्ये जस्ट इंट्रोडक्टिव्ह पार्ट होता. इम्पॉर्टन्स फर्स्ट आपल्याला आता जायचंय प्रोफेशनल इथिक्स म्हणजे काय. ओके, एकच मिनिट. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड घेऊया आपण. डेफिनेशन इम्पॉर्टंट आणि नेक्स्ट आपलं इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ इथिक्स. व्हॉट इज इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ इथिक्स? तुम्ही सांगू शकता? आता इथिक्स म्हणजे काय सगळ्यांना कळालं. आपण जे आता रेग्युलर मध्ये first, ethics is the branch of philosophy. It involves systematic defending and recommending concept of right and wrong conduct. The term ethics derived from एकच मिनिट. Consider the Greek word ethos, which means custom or habit. In practice, ethics seeks to resolve questions for human morality by the defining concepts such as good and evil, means right and wrong, virtue and vice, justice and crime. Means in addition, ethics are following satisfying basic human needs. Means being fair, honest, and ethics is one the basic. Human needs means every employee desires to search himself and to work for an organization that is fair and ethical is its practice. Okay. Ethical are important not only in business but in academics and society as well, as because it is an essential part of the foundation on which a civilized society is the built. Means ethical behavior is what uh, all all career people should aim to have, not just the ethical attribute but expectation behavior with this regards. Okay. Bioethical Larry Churchill, he has written, ethics understood has the capacity to think critically about moral values and direct our action in terms of such values in generic human capacity. Okay. Means any types of ethics, any organization or importance of ethics in organization, business, any type, every organization has ethical code is guided its decision making and activity to have effective productivity and maintain its reputation. Okay. Means ethical behavior ensures staff completed works with honesty and integrity, and any peoples for any meet aim of the organization but adhering to rules and policies. Okay. Types of ethics, there are five types of ethics. First, मगाशी बघितलं आपण, मगाशी इंट्रोडक्शन पार्ट मध्ये इथिक्स म्हणजे काय, त्याचे टाइप्स काय आहेत. ओके. तरी अजून एकदा बघूयात आपण बेसिक मध्ये. फिलॉसॉफी नाउ वर्ड इन डिवायडेड ethics, sorry, mainly three area: meta, normative ethics, and applied ethics. Okay. Write down types of ethics. Only name type now लिहून घ्या. Meta ethics, normative ethics, and applied ethics. Meta ethics deals with the nature of moral judgment. Let's look at the origins and meaning of ethics principles. Okay. Second is the normative ethics. In the meta-ethics, the study of meta-ethics means refer to the nature of ethics, terms and concepts, and to the attempt to understand underlying assumption behind the moral theories. And therefore, it is a branch of ethics that seeks to understand and nature of ethic properties, statement, attitude, and judgment. Okay. Then normative ethics is concerned with the content of morality, judgment, and the criteria for what is right and what is wrong, course of action. Write down meta, normative ethics, and applied ethics. Right and wrong, course of action. This normative ethics is that branch of moral philosophy or ethics, means concerned with criteria for what is morally wrong and morally right and wrong. It includes the formalization of moral rules that have direct implication for what human actions, institutes, and way of life should be like. Third is the applied ethics, means look at what a person is obligated or permitted to do in specific situation or a particular domain of action. Means applied ethics refer to the practical application of moral consideration. Means it is ethics with respect to real world action and their moral consideration in the area of private and public life, means the professions, health and technology, law and relationship. Okay, means applied principle, means applied ethics, means any public life and professional health, technology and leadership, means for example bioethics, means community concerned with identify the correct approach to moral issues, means the life science such as enthusiasm and enthusiasm, means allocation of health resource or use of human employees. Okay, means applied ethics is the expand the study of ethics behind the realism, means academic philosophy discipline. Then next, difference between meta and normative ethics. Normative ethics deals with questions like which of my actions should be considered as a good, and meta ethics, difference between two, meta ethics deals with questions like what is a good. Okay, means normative is the which of my actions should consider good and what is a good. Means normative ethics is the study of ethics action, means you evaluate a standard for rightness and wrongness of action, and the moral practical in nature, means more practical in nature, means the any meta ethics is the meta ethics is study of nature of ethics, analyze the meaning of moral language and meta physicals of moral facts. More philosophies in nature has been analyzed the nature of ethics and morality. Okay, then applied ethics, it is a philosophy examination from a moral standpoint of particular issues in private and public life, means which आता सांगितलं which are matters of moral judgment, is this attempts to the use of the philosophy method to identify the moral correct course and of action in various field of everyday life. Okay, there are five types of ethics in applied: business ethics, engineering ethics, biomedical ethics, environmental ethics and military ethics. मगाशी why do you need ethics? Okay, ते बघितलेलं आपण. Ethical guide is like map. Okay, ethical guides us like a map. Most moral issues get us pretty work up because these are such emotional issues. We often let us hearts do the agreeing while our brain just go with the flow. And but there another way of tackling these issues, and that where philosophies can come in. They offer us ethical take polar view of moral problems. Okay, ethical is about feeling for others. Okay, at the heart of ethics is the concern about someone other than us and desires and self-interest. Okay, ethics are concerned with the other people, with the interest, with the interest of the society. When a person thinks ethically, they are given at least some thought, something behind the reason. Okay, ethical values play the high sense of ethics and values makes a man truthfulness, means respectable, means if professional individual follows every legal and moral codes abided by the rules and regulatories of the company and tries to create maximum profit for the client and for the company, means they said individual catalyze and the increment of integrity of company as well as himself and herself. Advantages of ethical behavior in the workplace: builds customer loyalty, retain good employees, creates a positive work environment, gets easier to avoid legal problems, and make profit in the long run. Okay. Last PPT, hard work, legal and ethical behavior perseverance lead to the success. Means it was founded in 2001 in microfinance company, and 2014 uh, Bandhan Bank received banking license from Reserve Bank of India. Okay. In 2014, the capital of Bandhan Bank was increased to 25,070 crores. Okay. Many preserve means how to legal ethics there for the bank for companies licensing for the Reserve Bank of India. Okay. Conclusion काय तर technology growth and all other progress has civilization fails if you give up our morals and values. The one thing which separate us from the others animal is our conclusion. If any we obey our morals, or internal peace is maintained. So our code of ethics makes us who we are, keeps the society in harmony. Okay, there is no right way to do wrong things. Okay, thank you. आपण आता स्टॉप करूया. आपलं नेक्स्ट बिझनेस इथिक्स, प्रोफेशनल इथिक्स, कॉर्पोरेट इथिक्स, इंजिनिअरिंग इथिक्स आणि पर्सनल इथिक्स उद्या बघूया उद्याच्या लेक्चरला. ओके. अजून एक सांगायचं होतं की सगळ्यांनी पीपीटीज आता 2 दिवसात उद्या किंवा परवा आपलं प्रेझेंटेशन होईल. ओके. आणि सगळ्यांनी ऑफलाईन ह्याच्यातच असेल, ज्यांनी नसतील तर ऑफलाईन साठी येऊन जावा. ओके. प्रेझेंटेशन हे सगळ्यांनी इथं ऑफलाईन असेल तर सगळ्यांसमोर समोर द्यायला इंडिव्हिज्युअल द्यायचंय तुम्ही. ओके. सगळ्यांना 20 ते 30 मिनिटाचा असेल ग्रुप वाईज, आणि ऑल फॅकल्टी असतील, एचओडी सर असतील, मॅडम असतील, क्षीरसागर मॅडम. सो सगळ्यांनी प्लीज व्यवस्थित प्रेझेंटेशन आणि तुमचं जे वर्क केलंय ऍक्च्युअल प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट म्हणून, किंवा सॉफ्टवेअर रिलेटेड असो, एक्सपेरिमेंटल रिलेटेड असो, कुठलाही थेरी, ओनली थेरी रिलेटेड असेल तर तुम्हाला ते सांगता यायला पाहिजे तुम्ही वर्क आतापर्यंत काय केला. सिनॉप्सिस पर्यंत ठीक होता, आता सिनॉप्सिस नंतर प्रोग्रेस काय केला ते तुम्हाला सांगता यायला पाहिजे. ओके. शक्यतो ऑफलाईन आहे म्हणतात, बघूया उद्यापर्यंत तुम्हाला कळवेन. ऑफलाईन असेल तर ग्रुप वाईज 5-5 जण येऊन जायचं. जे नसतील बाहेर वगैरे ते येऊन एका दिवसासाठी येऊन जाऊ शकताय. ओके. तुम्हाला उद्यापर्यंत कळवेल. सॅटर्डे असेल उद्या, एक दिवस असेल. फ्रायडे उद्या आहे ना, हा सॅटर्डे आपलं प्रोजेक्ट डे असेल, त्यावेळेस आपलं होईल प्रेझेंटेशन. ओके. सगळ्यांनी चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये रोल नंबर टाका. थँक्यू सो मच.